Welcome back to more Dead Space. I cannot remember what we did last time. I'm sure it was fun and exciting. So what horrors await us this time? More sticky rooms. Hooray.
What do you cling to when all must seem so utterly hopeless around you? Dr. Cross was a true believer. She had faith. And now she awaits her transformation, her rebirth. Are you ready to ascend, Mr. Temple? Of course you are. Have no fear. You will play your part soon enough. Witness the conviction of a true believer! They are ready. Take them. Embrace them!
Okay, so that guy's name is Mercer. That might be an obvious thing, but for whatever reason I could never remember that guy's name until I remembered an audio log we got from him earlier on. That guy he killed was that engineer Temple that we were getting all those audio logs from earlier on in the game. I think it's somewhere from chapter 2 through probably 6 or 7, I forget. So we just saw what became of him. If you remember that chick, Elizabeth Cross, we got audio logs from her too. I guess they're either friends or a couple. I personally would never choose to date a coworker because that can go south really quickly. Yeah, he already said that you basically killed her somewhere else too. So I wonder if we'll see the monsters that those two turn into. If we do, they're going to be some innocuous, normal enemy, which makes total sense. They're just random people. But I would really like to have been the one to kill that dude Mercer. I'm not going to say Temple and Cross were favorite characters of mine or anything, but still, I didn't hate them either. But then again, we are on a ship where everybody's crazy. God. I know what that moan means. One of these things that turns into a swarm. The swarms are bad enough as it is, but they have way too many enemies that also spawn them. This section was a pain in the dick. Have you? If this video seems long, just wait till the last video of this LP. That one's going to be nearly an hour. This one's approaching that as well. Oh God. Stop it. Just go away. I hate these things. If I never have to deal with another swarm again, it'll be too soon. Really? You just had to get that little cheap shot in, didn't you? I hate these things. So that's interesting anyways, though, that we see what became of Temple and Cross. Well, we hear about what happened to Cross and saw what happened to Temple. I guess they become monsters. At this point, I'm just searching the room. There's a body over there, one of those people that's fused with the walls that moans. I saw an LP of this game. There's the key item we need. Oh, that's right. We're picking up a bunch of ID cards and keys that are scattered about the place. Forgot about that. Okay. I've since completed the game, so there's been a lot of gameplay between the last video and the end of the game, so it's been a while, so it's hard for me to remember what exactly happened at this point. That's right, we're on basically a scavenger hunt, which I think is going to be the name of this video. Which, if you're watching this, you'll have already known. Alright, are we done? We leave? So I still don't know what this whispering has anything to do with anything. Apparently it's significant. That's what somebody informed me of. Now let's go.
Mr. Clark, I really must speak with you. I'm very close to your position, and I know you want to hear what I have to say. I can explain all this. So what happened? When you have the nav cards, I'll let you into the security station. We must talk. Hurry. Okay.
I don't know about that kind. You seem pretty shady to me, and I hear an item pickup sound. There we go. Can't leave any items behind, because whatever I don't use, I'm gonna sell and buy power nodes. I'm pretty sure that's all I buy from here on out. And I will not be using the flamethrower. I actually did record me using it once, but I don't remember what happened in that video. It was just a one-off thing, not any sort of game progress. Oh, these things are the bane of my existence. Not these things, but the things that are on the wall. Annoying as shit. I didn't intend to access the door there. I was just trying to reload my weapon, but in a second I'm going to actually go back and save, just because I figure, well, since I did that without getting hit, might as well. Those wall things chew through my health in this game, if you're not careful. Or I guess if I'm not careful. My last encounter with them, oh man. But we can't worry about future problems yet. We've got a scavenger hunt to complete. And I've got no health items. I can't remember what I had at this point. I probably have one or two small ones. Maybe a medium. Ooh. Or no health items. I think there are a couple in my item box, which I'm going to need to bust out. At this point, I'm still trying to not use any items I have in stock, just in case I need them in the final chapter. I didn't want to bust into my stock until that last chapter. Was what I want for the final boss is a bunch of full heals. I don't want to take any partial heals into that final boss. I think I'm going to end up taking like anywhere from 6 to 8 full heals into that final boss. So that should be fun. Probably use every one of them too. No item left behind. Well, I'm sure there have been plenty of items left behind. Yes, every now and again you'll see me check my inventory. I'm hoping desperately for a health item at this point. We are a little ways away from a box.
The life support system in Sleep Block B has been shut down. You'll have to find an override nearby to get to the door.
Awesome. Well, we'll worry about that in a little bit. First, I want to save my game. Let's go see what's in here. I'm sure it's going to be nothing but good things. Like Kendra naked. Damn! Another tentacle! Oh my god! Why is everything trying to tentacle Isaac? It's supposed to tentacle Kendra! Damn you monsters! Take that! You uncultured swine! If you spent more time at the opera and less time trying to kill people, you'd still be alive. Actually, it is still alive. Damn it! Well, maybe more people would like you? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Tired of been video editing all day. Give me a break. So they make this whole big deal about how Isaac is an engineer and his weapons are interestingly designed for that. But something odd about that is he doesn't ever do anything engineering-wise. Anytime he repairs something, all he has to do is flick a switch, press a button, pull a lever. Speaking of pulling levers, I never get better at that. Fortunately, I believe there's only one more in the game. Wasn't sure if that was a button I had to hit, but it's not. Get ready, because we're going to be greeted by a friend. Hi, friend. I'm sure he's just saying hello in his own way, but Isaac is an introvert. He doesn't want to be bothered by people trying to talk to him. He entertains himself. He's more amused by what's going on in his own head than anything else. So in that room, explore. I went back there to explore. There's a full health item in there, so you'll want to pick that up. Those things are valuable. So in this room, there's actually a small med pack right over there. In this bathroom over here, there's some items. So feel free to explore that at your leisure. And let's go see what's the what in this next room. I'm sure it's going to be annoying. Damn it, door open!
Life support
Ben.
and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please entering vacuum.
Yeah, computer voice, you're going to get annoying. So this part, oh god, is kind of annoying because with my bad vision, I rely a lot on hearing where the enemies are to help me out, compensating. And the sound is so distorted and muffled in this section that I don't have that advantage. Or yeah, advantage, but way of compensating for my bad eyesight. Annoying, but what are you gonna do? And Isaac's choking already. Damn it, Isaac. If you hadn't been a chain smoker your whole life, maybe you'd be able to hold your breath a little longer. But no! You had to be one of the cool kids. Actually, I'm pretty sure Isaac was not one of the cool kids. I don't know why. It's just a guess. But I have the distinct impression he was not one of the cool kids. Probably one of the kids the other kids were afraid of. But to be fair, after this whole game, we don't really know Isaac all that well. Right, this room. So in here, we're going to be accosted by a bunch of enemies. Oh, one just looks like he jumped behind me there, I guess. I don't mind being grabbed there. I hate losing health on that, but at least you can kill this thing without using ammo. I'm not really worried about the ammo, it's just I have a hard time finding those stupid things, so any chance I can get to kill one like that, I'm good with. Bitches. And yeah, I do have the oxygen refill cheat I could use there, and will at times, but when I can do it legit, I might as well. Oh god. I don't know if those are what I was calling regenerators. Those things that take bodies and turn them into monsters. What do you want? Hey! I'm down here so I can kill you. You get? I always forget about the timed mine on the line rack. I'm not sure why I do that. It's very useful.
Life support and climate
One of
system
these?
malfunction.
Really?
Hazardous condition. Please contact repair
Hate those
specialist.
But the regenerator is a perfect name for those one monsters you can't kill. So I don't know what to call those things that bring bodies back to life. I'll make monsters out of bodies, more accurately. Okay, so we don't have to go in here. We've already picked up what we need. But you'll want to. I believe there might be a power node in here. Yeah, there is. Sweet! I don't show every power node I find. But they are extremely useful.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
This computer voice is annoying. Be glad at least one of these times I muted it. That's definitely one of my gripes about this game. There's way too many sections where the computer voice just repeats the same thing over and over again. And there's no reason for that. I don't know if the game is broken in some way, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure during those dragging sections, at least my game has some bug in it. I had to Google search a solution, which was basically switch your weapon while you're in that mode.
System malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair.
Yeah. Thankfully, we won't have to listen to that again. Also thankful we got what we needed out of there. Now we can move on to hopefully bigger and better things. But in all likelihood, it's something that's going to try to kill me. Best part is I don't remember what we're doing. Actually, I do remember this. Okay, next door. Damn you, monster! How dare you run away! I'm guessing that's supposed to be a scare. I don't think we ever see that one again. There's one we see walking around in that room where Mercer killed Temple. And I assume that's the one we're going to see here. Oh yeah, spoiler, there's going to be a monster. It is Dead Space. I'm not sure why people consider this game survival horror. It's an action game. Yeah, slow-paced, atmospheric action game. Action game nonetheless. Okay, I'm trying to be careful here because I know another swarm is going to come through here. And I don't handle them well. I use just about every weapon I have this video. See, all 4 guns I've got right now, I'm going to replace the pulse rifle with the Ripper coming up. Or the Tim Owens, as I like to call it. Good for one-on-one encounters, but not very practical for most of the game, considering most of the time you're getting swarmed by enemies. Is that all of you? I'm not buying it. I know you're kind. Well, if you want to give me a health item, that would be great. Knew it. I still don't trust it. Gotta be ready for anything. So how y'all been? How y'all doing? Random question, random thought that I had. I've been trying to make some changes in my life lately. You know, take a little better care of myself. Not anything too drastic, but just, you know, minor changes. Trying to drink less. Eat a little better. Why is it that when you try to improve yourself, people tend to want to try to bring you down? Oh god, this song. I forgot all about this. That's really annoying. I ran around here so much just coming to the item box to drop off items, buy things at the shop, that I heard this singing so many times. It didn't quite drive me insane, but still. I could not hear that song ever again and be okay. Come on, I got a surprise for you. Haha! Pureed monster. I just thought I'd bust that out again. I have not used the Ripper in a long time. It's not going to be my regular gun of choice. It's kind of awkward to use. Like I said earlier, it's good on one-on-one encounters, but Not very practical in groups, unless there's a way of using it that I'm not aware of, which is entirely possible. Awesome. And I went back to do something in the store, and I don't know if it was this time or another time that I come back. And some of those monsters that turn bodies into monsters are in there, and you gotta kill a whole room full of monsters. It's pandemonium. So at some point my health will take a hit. I'll have to buy some health items in order to recover. Level 5 suit schematic. Definitely want that. The armor up for rides is semi-useful, not really, but the inventory space will be really helpful. And there's a random game you can play in here. It's some sort of telekinesis, zero-G, dead space sport. I don't know. I don't really care. The rules are on there, but I'm not going to be playing it, so I don't really care. In terms of health items, what I've got on me right now is okay, except that even the medium med packs don't really do anything. I wish they increased in effectiveness depending on... Oh, right here I was just trying to see if I could telekinesis this part so I wouldn't have to jump in there. You can do this in a way that'll work out well. Unfortunately, I got turned around with the hammer the way it is. I just wanted to get out of there, but I went the wrong way, and that's going to cause me problems. Unfortunately, the monsters are in here. Oh, you had to get that little cheap shot in. I was leaving, you jerk. I looked around in there for a while. I was trying to see if I could pick any of them off. There's a small med pack in there. It's either a small or a medium, I forget, but I think it's a small. Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? Didn't bring any extra Ripper ammo with me. I was going to use some of it there. You can peek in through that door and telekinesis the health item without having to deal with those enemies. So if you turn around and jump back towards the door real quickly, you can actually get out of there without taking a hit or fighting those monsters, which is what I would have liked to have done. Unfortunately, it did not work out for me. Story of my life. I think that experience near the shop is coming up after the next save point we hit. Again, y'all won't see that. Just something that's going to happen off screen. I'm not sure what my least favorite enemy in this game would be. Oh, right, this room. You can hear Mercer talking in there. I had quite a few smartass comments I wanted to make here, but that was back when I'd recorded this, so it's been at least a week, so I don't remember. Save your game here. We got an annoying section ahead. I promise it's not nice. We go through here, and there's this giant hologram of Mercer as he preaches his religious dogma.
On the planet below us, we have found a marker.
As I was trying to figure out this next thing we have to do, I heard that speech so many times.
We will ascend as we always knew we
Really started to annoy me. There's a bathroom in there you can pick up items in. We're going to go in there in a little bit. So with this puzzle, I thought when you telekinesis items you had to point it at those bright lights on them. I know those are symbols to let you know that you can telekinesis something. I thought that's what you were supposed to do. So I had a lot more trouble with this puzzle than I should have once I learned that, no, you don't have to aim for that spot, you can just aim for where I'm aiming now. And then this went a lot better. There is a semiconductor in this room. I'm going to come back off screen to pick that up because I am definitely going to want the money that it'll provide. We've trapped ourselves in. I sure hope we don't have to encounter an enemy while being trapped in here. That would be unfortunate. Real unfortunate. But that won't happen. Hey, a health item. Sweet. Definitely gonna need that. What I was saying earlier, the health items, it would be nice if they... Yeah. Apparently you were having either a really bad day or a really good day. I'm not really sure which. You seemed pretty happy, but then you killed yourself, so... I don't know. Maybe you're really happy to kill yourself. To be fair, in a place like this, I'm guessing death is sweet release. I actually really like the atmosphere, and the sound of that laugh there was really good and creepy. This game doesn't really creep me out too often, so it's nice when something like that comes out.
This time, there will be no escape for you, my friend. You have been most resourceful up until now, but my creation is free. Reborn in the fierceness of life itself. Now it's time to play your part.
I really hate those communication holograms. It really fucks with my vision when I'm trying to look around. And this area is so dark, I'm trying to get out of here, but no. Oh god. Stasis and timed mine. Should fuck them up pretty good. You have that one spot there that's just black. And that causes me some trouble. I only died once doing this, so that's not bad. So we basically got to go back the way we came. It's not too bad. I probably, when I heard that thing coming, should have waited and stasis them again. Probably would have helped. Oh well. I guess he can somehow open these. I'm not quite sure how that works. I mean, I'm sure the thing is really strong. Actually, I got through there pretty easily. That was a power node door. We don't need that. I could have got through here without having to deal with this. Let me by, motherfucker. I gotta waste ammo because I went to the wrong door. Come on. My stasis is nice and upgraded at this point, so it lasts for quite some time. If I did play this game on New Game Plus, I would definitely be happy with that.
I'll try to run a bypass. Hold on.
Hurry up, Kendra. Goddamn. So, I don't panic. I just ran in here. I figured, alright, well, they'll have to come from one direction more than likely unless they come through the vents. So I should be alright. And I don't know if you can just bide your time in here until she gets the door repaired. So I'm just waiting. I assumed something was going to show up. You can tell there's a lot of nasties in there. But they don't come in here. Finally, I just think to myself, well, fuck, I probably can't progress unless I go out there. This game doesn't seem like the type to just let me hang out in here until she gets the door repaired. I don't know if that'll work or not. It would be pretty hilarious if you could do that, though. Fortunately, the way this game's enemies behave, it seems like they've kind of stopped paying attention to me until I walk in here. I was trying to pick off a few of them as I could. The regenerator isn't paying attention to me, which is really nice. Die, motherfucker!
Okay, I bypassed the lock. Get out of there!
Oh, sweet, it does do that. Awesome.
Excellent work, Mr. Clark. Excellent work.
Thanks.
Now, come and meet me in the executive area. The door is unlocked. Be quick.
Isaac, be careful with Dr. Kine. A lot of what I've discovered so far has come from his records. The man has clearly gone insane. He might be unstable, maybe even violent.
To be fair, would we have the doctor any other way? Right. That is a bad room full of broken dreams and empty promises, and we are never going back in there again. Fuck that room. Fuck it. Let's move on. Once the elevator gets here. I'm not sure why the elevator has to come back down. It's not like anybody else is using it. So I'll see if I can get this thought out for my third attempt at talking about it. I wish that the health items upgraded. Because the small only heals 1 blip, and the medium, I believe, only heals like 2 blips. And once you've upgraded your suit enough, that's just not enough to really do anything. It's fine for topping up your health, but that's about it. Oh boy, the singing again. Yeah, that room was pandemonium and pretty crazy. I do actually have to go back in there later, though, to pick up that semiconductor. Luckily, things have calmed down a little bit by that point. But that's later's problem. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go through here instead. And meet Dr. Kine. Guess if he's not busy, I'm going to pick up items instead.
You've made it! Oh, thank God you made it. I've been following your progress. I know you want to repair the executive shuttle and leave this place, but escape is impossible at this point. The shuttle shock point drive is destroyed. No. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. At first, I lost hope. I tried to scuttle the ship, sabotage the systems. But Amelia, she changed things. The church, they think the marker is divine, but they don't know what's happened here, what's been released. Look. Look at this. That is what we found in the core of the planet. Mercer calls it the hive mind. It's the source, controlling the necromorphs telepathically. We were so stupid! But Amelia, she knew it could be stopped by returning the marker to the planet. The marker was containing it within the planet. Return the marker and seal the hive mind. Please. I'm sorry, Amelia. I bear much of the responsibility for this tragedy. Now, I must take responsibility for ending it. Atone for my sins. But you can help me. If you repair the shuttle and bring the marker back on board, we can end this forever.
I guess we really don't have a choice. It's interesting how Isaac has just gone about his way to do what this guy says. I went back and saved and jiggled my junk just a little bit in the item box. Well, let's go ahead and move on. Nothing wrong with a little junk jiggling, is there? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Got a couple more baddies left in this video. We're slowly getting to where we need to be. But I do wish the health items either upgraded or upgraded with your suit upgrades, because the smalls do nothing. They're pretty useless at this point except for topping up your health, like I mentioned earlier. Or maybe they just stopped giving you smalls altogether and started giving you mediums all the time. Something. And these things are kind of nerve-wracking to fight. I went back and saved after picking up that health item because I was in such desperate need of health at this point in time that I didn't want to lose it. I was just in a stretch, especially in this chapter, and even in the previous couple, as I've mentioned in previous videos, where I was just not picking up any health items whatsoever. Or if I was picking up any, it was like one small after taking massive amounts of damage. I remember that room with all the baddies that I had to face. I think it might have been last video even. I took a lot of damage in there. I believe we were on that other ship at the time. Eat lion rack, bitch! Assuming I can hit you. If I can't, well, I guess that's my problem. Eat lion rack anyways! I'm just trying my best here to make sure that they don't spawn any swarms. I don't need them for my life. I don't think anybody does. We've seen both enemies I've talked about this video that spawn those things. So if anybody could explain those voices to me that are whispering, I'd be interested to hear about that. I hear they're important to the game, like I mentioned earlier. Another thought I started earlier this video that I haven't had a chance to finish. So why is it that when you try to improve yourself, people try to tear you down? And it's not like they're trying to be mean or anything. It's like a friend of mine has been dieting over the past 6 to 8 months or something along those lines. Same friend of mine, if you've watched my Evil Within, she's been on there. That's just some of the fun you can have redecorating. And she's got a friend at work who likes to encourage her to eat junk food, and she's trying not to do that, trying to eat healthy. I haven't really had that problem yet, although my job does encourage unhealthy eating. But fortunately nobody bugs me if I say no, so that part's not really an issue. But lately, a couple friends of mine from work have been wanting to go drinking, and I'm not giving up alcohol, but I would just like to go a month without drinking. It's just a goal I have. Back when I had that nasal surgery I did back in October, I went about a month without drinking, which was nice. Nice break. I really wish I'd gone straight to the door that I needed to go to so I wouldn't have to show all this, just because it's needless time on the video. But it is allowing me to get the rest of my thoughts out, so we don't have any incomplete thoughts in this video, hopefully. Unless there's one I'm forgetting. We're just collecting items in here at this point. I did have to dub in an audio log. Technically I completed the game without getting this, but I loaded an old save to bring it up. So we'll see that in the very next room. Our final log from the captain. I'm sure there'll be lots of wonderful story details in that log. So we're going to want to pick that up. It's around here somewhere. Do you think people would want to encourage their friends to do well and take care of themselves? These friends of mine don't even drink, so it's really weird that all of a sudden they're like really pushing drinking on me.
Captain's log, personal. I want to set the record straight. By the time this log is heard, my actions will have been vindicated. I'm a unitologist. By now, it's probably no secret that we shouldn't be in this star system. Just another illegal mining job for the company. That is until the colony found the marker. That was when the church took an interest and chose me to lead this pilgrimage. They also ensured many of the mission crew were devout. My primary instruction was to get the marker up from the colony and on board the ship. Dr. Kine, the CSO, is an expert on the original marker and was tasked with deciphering this new one. He says he's making good progress. My decision to quarantine the colony is sound. They've got some kind of epidemic down there, and I can't allow it to infect the ship. Not with such precious cargo. Not when we are so close. Planet Crack takes place tomorrow. We'll continue to decipher the marker, and when we return home, we'll pass all our findings and the marker to the church. The government isn't going to cover this one up. Altman be praised.
This guy's a dumbass. That marker, I'm pretty sure, is what's causing all this. So congratulations. Bringing that on board, you infected the ship. So that regenerating monster, I've been told there's only one.
Alright, navigation module installed for what it's worth.
Excellent, excellent.
Now what?
Wait there for me, I'm on my way.
I thought we actually killed that thing a few chapters back when we first met that thing, and we had to do something with it in that sterilization room. Activate this. Oh god! Speaking of the regenerator, I can't see the door! I can't see the door! Damn it, just let me find the fucking door! Yeah, you git! You had to get that one last cheap shot in there, didn't you? Joke's on you, motherfucker. Joke's on you. And this is pretty simple. Stasis. There are some of those stasis enemies in here, too. I think they might be infinite until you kill this thing. I hear one right now. Fortunately, they leave me alone long enough to do what I need to do. I would like to have had a better visual of burning that regenerator, though, but I had to shoot the enemy that was coming after me. It's not the only time that's going to happen this LP. Final boss.
It works.
Anyways.
Yes, this will work. There's still time to make things right. The shuttle needs to be released before launch. The control platform there. I need you to guide the undocking procedure while I start the shuttle's engines. This will make us whole again. Hurry! I'll take the shuttle up to the flight deck where the marker's being held.
I can't remember if his wife's been dead or if she's just not here. Amelia is her name. Mercer mentions her when talking about Kine in one of his logs. During that section where he empties the oxygen in that deck.
Meet me there and we can load the marker on board. Yes, Amelia. Soon we'll take it home.
I don't know if Kine is crazy or not, but we need that shuttle. Let's keep him on our side. For now.
We've seen Nicole a lot, and we've seen a lot of the phrase that these chapters are spelling out. Power node, definitely want to pick that up. I'm still going with Nicole is deaf. She's hard of hearing. Poor Nicole. That's okay. Isaac will love her nonetheless. Got a couple other things to do, and then we'll be done with this video. Mostly backtracking. Actually, I think we're just headed for the tram at this point. You'd think they could give you some shortcuts along the way at this point. We've already done everything we need to do. But, no, can't do that. I guess it's not a huge deal. Want reasonably good health for the next thing we have to do. Or the next chapter.
Your time has come. No need to be frightened. No reason to fight. Many have gone before us, and now it's time for us to take the voyage together. Transcend death. Future take its course. Join me as I gaze upon the face of God.
I'm pretty sure that's not God. That's one of those creatures that makes monsters out of bodies. But alright, Mercer. Unfortunately, that means we don't get to properly kill Mercer. We will get to kill the monster he becomes. At least I'm pretty sure it's Mercer. Definitely want to pick up that full health. Just being ready. I can't remember which door they show up in. So we should have that monster that made him, and Mercer should be in here if I'm understanding this properly. I'm assuming this is Mercer we're about to see. So I just want to go ahead and do that and hang out back in here where they can't get me. Simple enough. Hopefully we got him. These intercom voices are annoying. Cool. I'll take items. Not as annoying as the singing, but whatever. I don't think I actually did anything at this bench, but I was intending to. Oh, maybe I did. Alright, never mind. I didn't actually accomplish anything. I don't think I maxed that out until the end of the game. I don't know what I put my focus into next video. Not sure why I decided to save my game there. We're headed to the tram. But whatever. I don't believe there are any more enemies. There is, however, annoying singing. I might be making a big deal about that, but like I said, I was running around in here messing with the item box a few times, so I heard it quite a bit. It's not technically bad or anything, it's just I heard it a lot. See? I'm telling you, Nicola's deaf. It's Nicola's deaf. Poor girl. That's alright. Isaac will hear for her too. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time as we continue this game.